What if I told you that something very common in modern parenting may be quietly harming your baby's brain development? Not because you are a bad parent, not because you do not love your child, but because in the busiest years of life, many parents are using screens to solve a problem quickly without seeing what it may be replacing. A phone during breakfast, a cartoon while you cook, a children's program to stop the crying. It feels small, it feels normal, it feels harmless. But in the first 3 years of life, your child's brain is being built at the fastest rate it ever will again. And what you repeat in these years matters. Section 1. The Golden Window. The first 3 years of life are a once-in-a-lifetime window for brain development. During the first few years, more than 1 million new neural connections form every second. This is the most active period for building the brain's basic architecture. First come the early circuits for sensory processing and emotional security. Then come the foundations for language, attention, memory, and self-regulation. And after this rapid growth, the brain starts pruning. It strengthens the connections that are used often and weakens the ones that are used less. So this stage is not just important, it is biologically unique. And the science is clear. The brain develops best, not through passive entertainment, but through responsive, real-world interaction, especially the back-and-forth connection between a baby and a caring adult. Section 2. The Modern Parenting Reality. And this is where modern parenting becomes so hard, because most parents are not using screens because they are careless. They are using screens because life is full. You are making breakfast, while your baby is already whining at your legs. You are replying to a work message with one hand and holding your child with the other. You are cooking dinner, cleaning bottles, switching laundry, trying not to lose your patience before the day is even over. So the phone comes out. A children's song while you cook, a cartoon during breakfast, so your child will sit still, a video in the stroller. When they start fussing, a phone at the restaurant, because everyone is tired, and you just need 10 quiet minutes. And honestly, for many families, this does not feel like a parenting decision. It feels like survival. It feels like help. It feels like the only thing that works. And that is exactly why this conversation matters. Because screens do not usually enter a child's life through one big decision. They enter through small daily moments of pressure, fatigue, and overload. One video while you cook, one cartoon while you shower, one phone to avoid crying in public, and slowly, something occasional becomes normal. Section 3. What it does to the young brain. This is the part many parents miss. At this stage, a young child's brain is not just being entertained. It is being shaped. The young brain is built through serve and return, eye contact, real voices, pauses, gestures, back-and-forth interaction with a real person. That is one of the core ways brain architecture is formed. So when children's programs start replacing those moments, the brain loses something important. A 2024 study found that for every additional minute of screen time, young children heard 6.6 fewer adult words, made 4.9 fewer vocalizations, and had 1.1 fewer conversational turns. That means screen time is not just adding stimulation. It may be taking away the exact language input the young brain needs most. And it is not only about time, it is also about the kind of content. A well-known experiment found that just 9 minutes of a fast-paced cartoon led to worse executive function performance in 4-year-olds immediately afterward. These are the brain skills behind attention, self-control, and regulation. And that is why this matters so much in real life. When a child gets used to fast, intense, constantly changing input, ordinary life can start to feel too slow. Meals feel boring, books feel flat, simple toys do not hold attention, and turning the screen off can quickly lead to dysregulation. There's a longer-term signal too. In a cohort of 7,097 children, those with 4 or more hours of screen time a day at age 1 had 4.78 times the odds of communication delay and 2.67 times the odds of problem-solving delay at age 2, compared with children exposed to less than 1 hour a day. These are associations, not proof of direct causation, but they are too large to ignore. So the real question is not, is this show keeping my child quiet? The real question is, what is this replacing in my child's brain development right now? Section 4. The real solution. So if the real problem is not just the screen, but the disconnection behind it, then the solution is not simply taking the screen away. The solution is bringing your child back into real life. If you want a young child to be less disruptive, keep them engaged. And if you are genuinely busy, let your child share that busyness with you. Because parenting is not a separate job. That only happens when the house is calm and your to-do list is done. It happens in the middle of real life, while breakfast is being made, while laundry is being folded, while dinner is on the stove, while the floor is messy, and the day is still moving. And this is the shift many parents need to make. Your child does not need to be entertained all day. Your child needs to feel included. So instead of putting on a children's program while you make breakfast, place your child near you in the kitchen. Let them watch you crack the eggs, wash the fruit, stir the oatmeal. Talk to them while you move. Let them hold a spoon. Touch the banana. Hear the sounds of real life happening around them. Instead of handing over your phone, while you fold laundry, sit them beside the basket. Let them pull out socks, hold a towel, drop clothes into a pile, or simply watch you while you name what you are doing. That moment may look ordinary to you, but to a young child's brain, it is language, rhythm, attention, and connection. Instead of turning on cartoons, the moment they get fussy while you clean, bring them closer. Before you reach for the screen, give them a small cloth while you wipe the table. Let them stand near you while you clean the counter. Let them be part of the activity, instead of being removed from it. And even when they are too young to truly help, they can still share the moment. They can listen to your voice. They can watch your face. They can feel your presence. They can learn the rhythm of family life. That is what reduces the real problem at the root. Not just overstimulation, not just screen dependence, but disconnection. Because when children are always sent away into a screen, while adults handle the real part of life, they may stay quiet for a moment, but they are missing the very experiences their brain needs most. So do not just ask, how do I remove the screen? Ask, how do I bring my child back into the life I am already living? That is where the real solution begins. Less separation, more shared life, less screen, more connection. So do not wait for the perfect time. Start with one small change today, one less screen, one more shared moment, one more real conversation, one more ordinary part of life done together. Because your child's brain does not need more stimulation, it needs more of you. So if this video spoke to you, let this be the moment you begin. Not with guilt, not with pressure, but with awareness, intention, and one better choice at a time. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and stay with this channel for more science-based practical parenting videos. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching until the end. I'm glad you spent this time with me. I'll see you in the next video.